how long has this been going on? I mean, you and Ellie, I knew that you were close, but not so specifically close.
Well, I don't want to get specific
No,
about
please,
it.
no details. I've had the measles.
But we are close. And so if you value my contribution...
Hi, Lucinda. It's nice to see you home again. I'm glad you're feeling better. Kirk, don't you think I have something to say about all this?
Ellie, I was just trying to explain.
Yeah, I think it's very
Lucinda.
rude you didn't consult me first before you told Lucinda, in all due respect.
My lips are sealed, darling.
Kirk, I haven't even told Mama yet.
We both know what Lucinda walked in on. I was just trying to explain the situation so that she would not give you so much
Well,
grief
this isn't
about
the way to do it.
Darling, I think you're overreacting a tiny bit. I mean, I might have some reservations about two of my executives interacting, but I'm so fond of you, and I'm so very concerned.
Thank you. I appreciate your concern. In the meanwhile, why don't you go ahead and discuss it with Lucinda, because I'm out of here. Welcome home.
Ellie. Ellie.
Barbara, I didn't expect to see you again.
I'm not here on business, Lily. I need to talk to Emily.
Barbara, I don't really have anything to say to you.
Well, I have plenty to say to you, Lily, if you please.
Emily and I have some work to do, and since you're no longer a client, why don't you...
All right, then stay. Maybe you'll find out just what a vicious little blackmailer you have working for you.
I don't have to listen to this anymore.
Really? Well, I'll tell you something. You're going to stay right here until I'm done with you. And take the long-suffering look off your face, Emily. It's not very becoming. I am so sick of your lies. You'd never really tell Hal, isn't that what you said?
What are you talking about,
Don't you
Barbara?
deny it, Emily. I know damn well you sent Hal that letter and told him everything.
Where the hell is that damn letter?
Hi, he's only been back a couple of hours. He's already on his knees to me. What's the matter?
That letter that I got this afternoon, I've lost it.
Well, there's no reason to get so upset over a letter.
Yeah, there is, Margot. It said Barbara's known the truth about Adam ever since you and Tom brought him back from Greece.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Newton's. A cookie is just a cookie, but Newton's are fruit and cake.
Hell, who would write you a letter like that?
A concerned friend. That's how it was signed. They felt that I should know that my wife has been lying to me for a year and a half.
I can't imagine who would
Oh, for
write
God's
that.
sake, Margot, you knew the truth all along. Why didn't you tell me?
Because I didn't feel it was my place.
Thanks.
Look, Hal, you gotta understand what Barbara has been through.
Oh, I wouldn't go defending her, Margot. She didn't waste any time blaming you. She said it was your fault because you stopped her from telling me last May. Of course, she doesn't have much to say about all the time since then. I can't believe how she's lied to me.
Look, Hal, why don't you just go home and talk to her and give her a chance to explain?
I have heard her explanation. It's not her fault. It's your fault. It's Tom's fault. It's Emily's
Don't you
fault.
understand how much this hurts her? Hell, we had a child together. And sure, it was wrong for her to keep it from you, just like it was wrong for me to keep it from you.
Yes, but Margot, you told me the truth.
Yes, and Barbara would have, but she was so afraid of losing you. You know, I think whoever did send this letter to you did it to deliberately hurt Barbara.
Barbara says it's Emily.
Emily?
Yes, she says Emily's been threatening to tell me for a long time now, which is, of course, why Barbara tried to have Emily fired. Of course, when Lily wouldn't go along with it, Barbara broke her contract with Montgomery.
Well, now, did Barbara tell you this?
No, Barbara didn't tell me. Barbara doesn't tell me anything anymore. Paul told me this. He's so disgusted with her, he's moved out. I trusted her. I did. I trusted her, Margot. How can you be married to somebody? How can you share the same bed every night and then find out you don't even know her? So many lies. So many lies.
Barbara, I never sent Hal any letter, I swear.
Do you really expect me to believe that? You've been threatening me for months, Emily.
Yeah, I know, Barbara. I said a lot of things, but I would never really do it.
You're such a straight-faced liar. Maybe that's because you have no conscience. Well, you have turned my son against me, and now my husband. My marriage is destroyed, and I'm gonna make you pay dearly for sending that letter to Hal.
Barbara, I never sent Hal any letter.
You
I'm
lying
serious.
slut! I'll tell you something, Emily. If it takes the rest of my life, I'm gonna get even with you. Just wait.
Oh, I'm gonna... Barbara, I swear to God!
Emily!
This is weird. I don't understand this. I mean, I wrote some things down on paper because I was angry. And I wanted to blow off some steam. But I would never have sent that to Hal. I don't understand what is going on here. Somebody else must have written it.
I just saw Barbara heading for the elevator with steam coming out of her ears. What happened?
I don't want to go into it, like...
Listen, you seem pretty shaken up. Why don't you just go home and try to forget about it, all right?
I gotta get some air. I don't know if I'll be back.
Sorry I didn't get here sooner. I was on the phone with Jared Carpenter.
Oh? How is my grandfather?
Oh, fine. He called me from his jet. He should be touching down pretty soon. Yeah, he wants to have a strategy meeting.
Oh, well, Sean should be here for that. Why don't you call him?
Oh, no, thank you. You're the partner here. You can interrupt his vacation with Franny.
Blake, you have some very weird hang-ups.
Well, when it comes to disturbing two people who obviously want to be alone, you're right. I'll pull the file on Carpenter, Reese, and Cromwell. We can go over it before Jared gets here.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You bet.
Detective Munson, I don't really know you, but I feel someone should tell you that your wife, Barbara, was aware that Adam Hughes was your natural son long before you had any idea. Montgomery & Associates, Lily Wall speaking. No, Mr. Baxter isn't here, but can I take a message? Courtney? No, I already gave your brother that message. Hasn't he gotten back to you? Well, I could give you the number of the cabin where he's at, if you promise not to tell where you got it. No, I'm sure he'd like to speak with you. All right, that's area code 815-555-2210. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Smell something burning?
Oh, it's not the building. I burned a tissue.
I get it. Montgomery & Associates, Blake Stevens.
Blake, I'm surprised. You're still there. Lily hasn't fired you yet?
Your mother.
Hello?
Hi. Sure, send them in.
It's Earth Mother herself, with Tonto.
Take it easy.
Hello, Cinderella.
Oh, what a nice surprise.
How are you feeling?
Well,
to be around?
I'm feeling much better, actually.
Good. Well, We thought we'd take Ellie out to a late lunch, but our secretary tells us that she's out of the building.
I'm just back, so I don't know what's on her plate for the day. Did she have an appointment out of the building, Kirk?
I think something like that, yeah.
Kirk, I haven't spoken to Ellie much since she's been staying in town, and I have the feeling that something's troubling her. Do you have any idea what it might be?
How's Susan doing today?
Oh, well, she was pretty hyper when she came in this morning, and then she got real relaxed. I can pretty much chart her mood swings to tell you when she took her last pill.
Hi, Bob.
Right.
Eva seems so down lately.
Oh, she just broke up with Kirk. It's gotta be tough on her.
Oh, yeah. Well, I hear you're filling in for our glorious leader.
What else is new?
Well, I know you're not thrilled about it, but, you know, I've been really worried about John. You know, he's been concerned about Andy. I just hope that he and Kim can find him in Chicago.
I hope so, too. And fast, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I was just about to come looking for you.
Oh, I was just gonna have a little coffee.
Why don't we go to my office and talk?
About what?
I think you know.
Hi, Bob. What's the matter? I just had a big blowout with Barbara. Apparently somebody sent Hal a letter telling him that she knew all about Adam long before he ever did.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah, well, she's blaming me. And I didn't do it. Bob, could you please talk to her? She won't listen to me. She's just a crazy person around me.
I can imagine. She's been under a great deal of pressure for a long time. You know, she intended to tell Hal herself.
I wouldn't waste too much time on sympathy on Barbara. It's just a case of the chickens coming home to roost.
I'll try to talk to Barbara.
Thanks.
Susan, we'll have our talk later, huh?
Right.
Mother, did you take that letter that I wrote the other night to Hal?
What letter?
Do you remember the other night you asked me what I was writing? And I said that I was just writing down some feelings about Barbara because I was trying to blow off steam? It was a letter to Hal, but I wouldn't really have sent it. But the weird thing is that Hal got a letter.
Emily, I don't know what you're talking about.
The letter. It was in the top drawer of the desk, okay? It was there, and now it's gone. I went home to look for it.
Well, don't look at me. Who was in the apartment since you wrote it?
Reporting for duty, sir?
I got a comedian for an assistant.
Ah, glad to see you're in a good mood, considering I have to be here all today and tonight.
Tonight, I thought you had plans with Leanne.
No. She has to do some studying.
Well, honey, I'm so glad you stopped by. Give us a chance to talk. We just haven't had that chance, what with Julie staying at the penthouse and then Lily coming by looking for Caleb.
Yeah, I wish I was more like Julie. You know, everything is just so easy for her.
Hey, what do you mean by that? You've said that more than once, you know.
Oh, come on, Grandmother. You know, she was living with Andy, and then when she decided to break it off, just like that. And now she's off on this trip with Caleb, you know, all excited, not a care in the world. I mean, it's just so easy.
No, believe me, Julie has her problems, too.
Well, I know that. If I was more like her, then it wouldn't bother me so much that Duke was sleeping with that girl. And the trouble is, Grandmother, it does bother me. I just can't stop thinking about it.
Well, darling, Lynn, I don't want to make light of this whole thing because I do realize how much you've been hurt by it. Sweetheart, these things, well, sometimes it just happens. It doesn't mean Duke cares for you any less.
I can't see that.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you think you ever want to ever see him ever again?
I don't know. I just don't know about anything anymore.
Okay. Let me see. Maybe I can help explain this. I don't know, but... Oh, honey. I know that you do care for Duke.
Yeah.
And I know he cares for you. And I'm reasonably sure that he realizes he has made a serious mistake. Then you're going to be making a terrible mistake if you don't talk to him about this. And maybe the two of you can work it out, and then there'll be no reason why things should be different between you.
I know, it was a great day for skiing. Snow was perfect.
Oh, wasn't it? Hey, you didn't cut the day short because of me, did you?
No, I was getting a little icy, and I didn't want you to overwork your bad leg. How's it feel?
My leg?
Yeah.
Feels great. Except it's the wrong leg.
I knew that. I knew that. You know, sometimes when you have a bad leg, you overwork the other one, sort of strange, and I was trying to prevent that.
I don't think I overdid it. But you know, it's just that, you know, my muscles are really, really tight, especially right there. Right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah, that's great.
You know, when I woke up this morning and you were in my arms, it felt like a dream.
I felt really safe there. Happy.
I'm glad.
I really enjoyed the time that we've been able to spend together the past couple of days.
Me too.
I'm glad we have another day before we have to go back.
Well, we have another night too. If that's Lily, I'll kill her. Hello. Courtney, how'd you get this number? Where are you?
I'm just worried about Ellie Iva. I know she said she moved to town so she'd be closer to her work. But somehow I don't believe that. And when she called on the phone, she sounded so strange that Cal and I decided to come and take her to lunch. But when we got there, she'd already left, and I asked Kurt. He didn't know where she'd gone. I asked him if he knew what was wrong, and he said that, he said I should talk to Ellie.
Well, Emma, you've got to be fair to Kirk. He also said that he thought Ellie was stressed about Brock's death and that she was worried about Caleb and that she needed some time to kind of sort things out.
Now, I know that it's more than that, Cal. Iva, would you talk to her, please? I know she won't open up to me, but she will to you.
Barbara, Leanne's out front. Honey, would you tell me what happened?
It's my worst nightmare. It's my worst nightmare, Lisa. I've lost Hal.
Oh, honey, what happened?
Everything in my whole life that matters to me is gone. My son is gone. My husband is gone. My marriage is gone. And it's all Emily's fault. She sent Hal a letter telling him that I knew about Adam all along.
What? No, I can't believe Emily wouldn't do a thing like that.
Why not? She's threatened to all along. She has loved holding this thing over my head. And she didn't even have the guts to sign it, Lisa. And now she denies ever having sent this letter.
Barbara, it would have been a lot better if you told Hal in the beginning, but darling, it doesn't mean that your marriage is over.
Oh, Lisa, you didn't see him. You didn't see how furious he was with me. He told me he'd never be able to trust me again. And this is not my doing. This is Margot's doing.
Oh, hey, Barbara, you can't go around just pointing the blame. Now, Hal is very upset. I'm sure he said a lot of things in anger, but you've got to talk to him and make him understand.
I tried. He won't listen to me.
Well, he will because he loves you. Make him see what you've been going through. I mean, you've had the trial with...
Oh, he knows all that, Lisa. He was there with me, and it doesn't matter to him anymore. You should have seen the way he looked at me. He was so cold, as if he hated me.
No, honey, he's been hurt. He's a very loving and kind man, and now you've got to help him, Barbara. You've got to help him get over the hurt, and you've got to do that right now. Oh, honey.
No, Tom, I'm fine. It's just that there's a lot of stuff going on here, so I will see you tonight. I love you.
thought that Barbara and I had a shot at the kind of marriage you and Tom have.
You do. You're gonna work this out.
How the hell am I even gonna face her again knowing our marriage was a sham?
You know, hell, this all happened because of your son. Our son. And he's brought us so much joy, but Barbara hasn't been a part of that. We've gotten all good things from the situation. She's had all the bad. You have Adam, he's your son, it's not hers. Can't you understand how painful that would be? Can't you try and forgive her? You know what I think might put things in perspective is if we go and see your son and you hold him in your arms again.
I guess you're right.
Okay, let's go to Mama's. O'Brien? We're getting out of here. If anybody wants us, we'll be at my mother's.
Okay. Hal, we missed you while you were in D.C.
Thanks.
Bet you're glad to be home with your beautiful wife. O'Brien.
Yes, is Detective Munson there? This is his wife.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. You just missed him. He left with Detective Hughes.
Oh. Do you know where they were going?
Yeah. She said they were going over to her mom's place.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
His office if you're ready to start.
Anytime.
I'll be there in a minute, gentlemen.
Okay.
Lily.
Emily, glad you're back. We're about to go over the carpenter counts in Lily's office.
Oh, okay, I'll be right with you guys. I just want to talk to Lily for a minute.
What's up?
Do you remember the other night you came over to my apartment to drop off some papers? Well, do you remember by any chance seeing a letter I had written in my top desk drawer?
I don't remember seeing any letter.
I don't understand what could have happened to it.
Well, I didn't touch any of your personal papers when I was there. I brought over a lot of files, though. Maybe you misplaced it.
No, I looked everywhere.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help. Was it important?
Not anymore. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can help Blake. You coming?
Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
Okay. Want to know what I'm discouraged about? Molecular biology. It's the future of medicine, you know, diagnostics, gene therapy, all the other stuff. I mean, they're making new breakthroughs every day. How am I going to keep up with it when I'm a doctor? And you know what I'm saying?
That's not what you're discouraged about.
No? You reading minds now?
Oh, come on, come on. What's going on with you and Leanne? Every time I ask you, you change the subject.
Well, you really want to know the truth? Things aren't so hot between us right now.
Why not?
I'm crazy about her, okay? It's just I don't think Leanne is really ready for, I mean, anything serious. You know, and I'm trying to understand her, but sometimes I just get frustrated. Like the other night, okay, I went to the Silver Dollar bar.
Oh, I remember one of the pony girls ended up with your wallet. The one who came to Leanne's party to return it?
She ended up with more than my wallet, man.
Ouch. Well, I can understand why you're feeling a little guilty about it, but...
Yeah, well, the thing is, Leanne, she found out about it.
Oh.
I mean, she just asked me straight out, and I tried to lie, man. She saw the truth written all over my face.
Well, so talk to her.
Yeah, I did. The thing is, I tell her, it really had nothing to do with how I feel about her. I mean, it was just one night. It was just one night, and it was nothing serious. It didn't mean anything. She said that made it worse. Man, now she thinks I'm the sleaze of the earth, like I'm Jack the Ripper or something. But the thing is, Casey, I love her. I do, and I want to respect how she feels, but, yeah, even when it drives me nuts.
Oh, come on, Leanne's young. I'm sure this is a very emotional thing for her, but she's not going to hold it against you forever. You just got to make her understand how you feel about her, that's all.
Can't believe Duke and Casey are still talking.
I think they help each other out a lot. You know, it's amazing what Casey's managed to accomplish since he came back to Oakdale.
Yeah, he's really happy with his work. He has his bad times, though. I think it has something to do with me. He thinks I'm being cheated or something.
Do you think that sometimes? Honestly.
Well, I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. Not with my schedule and the baby and everything. But he's got to be home. I mean, I love having him home.
But it is difficult for both of you. But you know, you've made such great progress since Christmas. It's got to get better. It'll get easier as time goes on.
Yeah, well, I hope so. Well, if I see Susan, I'll tell her that you're looking for her.
Thanks.
Bob, oh, I'm so glad I found you. A horrible thing has happened. Hal found out that Barbara knew about Adam.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Oh, well, I tried to talk to Barbara. She will not listen to me. Now, you've got to talk with her and try to make her understand.
Look, Lisa, no matter what I say or do, this is between Barbara and Hal. They have to make it work.
But...
I'm sorry, you just got me on a bad day. Okay, I will talk to Barbara and try to make her talk to Hal.
Thank you. I have to get back to work, and you take it easy.
Yeah, I will.
Susan, hi. Hi, Lisa.
Susan, I think you've been avoiding me.
Of course.
We've got to talk.
About what?
I can't let you do this to yourself.
What are you talking about?
Your addiction to pills. The painkillers that you took when you hurt your back.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Listen, I've heard your denials. Now, your mood swings are more extreme than you realize, but I know what they mean. They mean that you're addicted to painkillers. I'm sure that's why you don't go to your AA meeting anymore. I'm sure that's why you took yourself off the duty roster, which I would have done too. Because, you know, you're right. You're in no condition to take care of patients. Now, Susan, no more denials. You've got to start dealing with this addiction right now. Susan, you've got to. Or you'll destroy your career, and maybe your life as well.
Leanne, we need to talk.
You shouldn't have come here, Duke. Okay,
Yeah,
I've got work to do.
Okay, I'm just gonna take 1 second of your time, okay? I just want you to hear me out in this. I mean, how are we gonna be able to work this out if you don't want to talk about it?
There's nothing to talk about. How would you like it if I slept with a guy I picked up at a bar?
Okay, I tear him apart, but you know, this is different.
No, it's the same thing, Duke.
You had no idea what I was feeling that night.
I think I know exactly what you were feeling that night. And the trouble is you didn't keep it a secret, okay? And you're not the only one with feelings,
Okay,
Duke.
no, I know you have feelings, but, you know, I know you're not ready for that kind of stuff, okay? So I'm trying to respect that, but look, Leanne, I wanted to be with you that night. I didn't want to be with that girl. I ended up going to the $silver bar to blow off some steam, and then things got out of hand, okay? And it didn't mean anything.
Oh, how could you sleep with somebody and say that doesn't mean anything?
That's what I said. It just happened once. It's not going to happen again, okay? I made a mistake, and I admit it. So, does this change things between us?
I think it has, Duke.
Kirk, get in here. Get your lovesick buns in here. I've got the Horton pharmaceutical contracts, and we must plan. Hi. Oh, pussy.
You look pretty good.
I feel good just from seeing you. And you knocked off work. I'm gonna knock off work too. We're gonna play hooky together.
No, I can't. I have to go back to the office.
What's the matter? What's the matter with you? You don't look well.
Oh.
Come on, you. Take off your...
All right,
Sit
all right.
down and give me your coat.
Oh, I just had a monster day.
Oh, darling.
Oh, I made a decision that I wish I could take back.
Baby, you're entitled to make a few mistakes when you start a new business. Tell me all about it, okay?
I can't.
For heaven's sake, come on. Don't take this competition thing too far. I'm your mom. I care about you, and maybe I can help you.
No, I've got to handle this myself. Actually, that's not all that I'm worried about. Caleb.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Didn't Caleb come out smelling like a rose from all the Lombard investigation, didn't he?
Oh, listen. Oh, hi, Lily. Didn't know you were here. I can come back later.
She surprised me.
No. Yes. Kurt. No, I'm glad that you're here. Listen, I don't want to get in the middle of this mess between Iva and Ellie, but I want to say that I hope you're not going to do anything that you regret. I think you and Iva belong together.
Why don't I let you two talk, and you just give me a buzz when you're ready,
No,
okay?
darling, you're such an expert on the Snyders. Stay. We may need you. Lily was about to tell me something about Caleb, and she's concerned about him, right?
Oh. Caleb is getting involved with Julie Wendell. They flew out to Los Angeles together.
Huh? Caleb and Julie? I thought Julie was busy with... How long have I been sick? How long was I away? Caleb and Julie Wendell? Oh. Damn it. John is so protective of Emma and all her brood. Damn it. This is another thing that's going to be my fault. I'm going to be to blame.
I already think I know the answer. I just want to hear it from you. Are you sleeping with Kirk?
Yes. Hi. Can we talk?
I really don't think there's anything left to say. Although, I did speak with Kirk, and he made it perfectly clear what he wants. Something, what did he say? What did he say? Something about, with you, he has new beginnings, and he wants to explore all the possibilities.
Well, this isn't about Kirk. It's about me. I'm going to leave Walsh. I'm leaving Oakdale.
Why should you?
Because I think that it's the best thing. I think if I go away, then the two of you guys can work this out, and I think that you can.
Oh, I get it. Oh, so if you're out of the picture, then I might have a chance?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to do the best thing for everyone here.
Best thing? Oh, well, I think you better tell Mama what's going on, because she and Cal were here earlier, and she wants me to talk to you to find out what's troubling you. I mean, she obviously knows that you didn't move away from home to get closer to your work, and quite frankly, I'm real tired of lying for you because you're too guilty to tell Mama that you're sleeping with Kirk.
Iva, don't tell me what I'm feeling or put words in my mouth. The only reason I kept this a secret was to spare your feelings.
Spare my feelings? Oh, please, don't spare my feelings. And I also don't want to be patronized by my little sister.
Okay, fine. Fine, then. I won't patronize you. I'll stop thinking about what your feelings are, and I'll start thinking about what mine are.
I think you stopped thinking about my feelings a long time ago.
You're the one that broke up with Kirk. You broke up with Kirk.
That's right, I did.
You know what? I think it's time I rethink the situation. Fine.
I think you ought to I think you should have thought it from the very beginning.
Kitty, go to your therapist.
Yes, Blake, do you know where Lily went? Oh. Okay, thanks. All right, bye-bye. Well, hi. What are you doing here? I didn't know you were coming to town.
Great, I just got
Oh, how are you?
I'm just gonna wait to see you.
Yeah?
I mean, Lenore told me the good news.
Oh, what good news?
That you've finally broken up with Kirk.
How does she know?
Well, Kirk told her.
Oh.
That doesn't surprise you, does
Well,
it?
yeah, it seems,
Well, that's not half of it, you know. I mean, he had the gall to tell her that the next time he shows up, it just may be with someone else when he comes to see the children. Look, I know that you were convinced that he changed, but, you know, his actions didn't surprise me at all. I'm just so damn glad you're rid of him.
You know, Jared, there's something you don't seem to understand. I mean, I may have broken up with Kirk, but it's not because I don't love him anymore.
still. Honestly, who did I know when you installed this barber chair that I'd have another job?
Well, if you do give me a good trim, you might have more than a job. I can see it now. Hairstyles by Miss Emma, put it down by the gate.
Well, now, if you don't hold still, you're not going to like this hairstyle.
I wouldn't move a muscle. You with sharp scissors. Hold on now. Now, wait a minute. What is this all falling around here? You remember the word trim? We said trim, woman.
Trim?
Yeah, trim.
Oh, that's no fun. Listen, could I borrow your razor so I can make a few initials back here in this little bald spot?
Balls?
Make it
What are
all
you talking
even.
about? Balls?
Those
There's no
little
balls.
hair in the ears there. Should I trim that a little bit?
I'll tell you what. You can put your initials back there. You put a little heart with them.
Little heart?
Yeah, you know what I just was thinking?
What's that?
If you'd marry me, you wouldn't even have to change your initials.
Oh, now that is a very good reason.
Yeah, here's another good reason. Want another one? Want another one?
This is going to be the longest haircut in history.
Yeah, we're going to finish it in a hurry so we can get on to some serious business.
Hi.
Oh, sweetheart.
Hi, Ellie.
Oh, my gal.
Oops, sorry. Honey, we were very worried about you. We went over to take you out to lunch and you were gone.
Yeah, Kirk said you were out.
I know. I went over to see Ivan. She told me you had been there and that you were concerned.
Well, it's just that I haven't heard from you since you moved out of the house.
Yeah,
and
Mom, I
didn't know-
gotta tell you something. And there's really no easy way to say it, so I'm just gonna say it. Kirk and I are involved.
Don't you know I'd have forgiven you if you'd only trusted me enough to tell me? How could you have shared my bed all these months knowing you were lying to me? How am I supposed to forgive you for that? After all those nights making love, all the talk of honesty between us, I feel like everything in this house is a lie.
No.
Everything we've shared.
No, that's not true. I love you so much, Al. You're all my whole life. You've got to believe that.
Al? Here we go. Hey, Adam, remember this guy? We came up to see you before, but you was sleeping.
Hey, well, I'm glad you woke up.
Yeah, he's a lot cuter when he's awake. Yeah, take him.
After the long bound, huh? How are you? Oh, boy, you look like you don't have a care in the world.
Well, he shouldn't. He's got a lot of people who love him. So what do you think, buddy? You want to have your juice now? You think your father ought to give it to you?
Huh?
Here.
How about a little of this, huh, cowboy? What do you say? How about a little of that? Well, you know, you were right, of course. I mean, just seeing with him and things look better.
Yeah, well, you do seem much calmer.
Margot, I don't know what's going to happen with Barbara, but everything that we've gone through for this guy has been worth it, you know. Everything. Why couldn't she have trusted me?
Oh, hell. Look, I know how difficult it is to forgive deception. It hurts very deeply. But I do think that with love, we could learn to forgive and forget.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But I know that I will always be grateful to you for telling me the truth about my son.
People.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Children's Clothes by Goodland of Philadelphia. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is